Hey YouTubers, welcome again to another episode of New Parents in Training. So this episode, I'm going to show you guys how to make this beautiful soap. So this one is the Lavender Oatmeal soap, and it's so easy to make and it's so cost effective. There's some upfront cost when buying the tools, but you can save a lot of money using coupons, 40 to 50% coupons through Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I also could find some of these tools in Amazon. This is a hobby that I love to do. It's so easy to make and they make beautiful gifts for family, friends, coworkers, and it's just as a personal touch. And so before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe. Let's first start off with the ingredients. I have here the shea butter soap block, about 2 pounds. You can also get glycerin soaps or goat milk soap base, so whatever you like, but I chose the shea butter soap block. Then 1 cup of raw oats. I have here organic raw oats from Bob's Red Mill, which can be pulverized using either a food processor. I used the magic bullet and got converted in really tiny particles like this. Then we have here organic honey, and you will use 2 teaspoons. Organic sweet almond oil, and again 2 teaspoons. I have here a pack of French lavender dry flowers. It's about 0.3 ounces, and I'll be using about close to 15 to 20 drops of lavender scent. And this is from Art Minds, and these are scents made for soap making. I have here coloring, and the color will be purple. It looks black, but it is actually the color purple with a combination of red and blue. This is optional to make soaps if you want to add the coloring, and I got this from Art Minds. These are also liquid soap colorant that is made just for soap making. I have here tools that helps to make the soap making process easier. I have silicone molds here, and each of the molds holds about 4 ounces. I have alcohol here and put into a spray forms to spray on the molds before the melted soap to prevent bubbles. I have a glass container. This will help to melt the soap. I have here a cutting tool for the soap, and you can also use a butcher knife. I have here parchment paper, and this is just to put over the counter so it will be easier to clean up afterwards, so there's not a lot of soap residue over the counter. You can also use glossy paper coming from magazines, and I have here tape to set the paper or put the paper together. Okay, let's get started. So I'm placing parchment paper here to protect my counter and contain the mess, and I'm gonna add some tape to secure it. Next, I'm gonna cut the soap into smaller pieces. As you can see, I have cut out the soap into smaller pieces, about 1 inch on each side. This will make it easier to melt either through the microwave or through a double boiler. So there's a choice to do it through the microwave, to microwave for 30 seconds and then mix, and then microwave it 30 seconds again and then mix. So every 30 seconds you mix it until they're fully melted. But I'm gonna do a double boiler because it gives me a little more control, and it's a little bit easier for me to do, especially with such a large batch. This is my double boiler method, and basically I'm boiling the water, and then I could turn into medium heat, let the soap melt slowly, and I could mix it with a silicone spatula as time goes by. So it takes a little bit longer than the microwave, but it does give me a better control. The microwave, I have to do it every 30 seconds. I have to mix and put it back and mix and put it back, but this one I could just do it slowly. Okay, so the soap is slowly melting. Depending on the batch, because I have 2 pounds of soap here, is taking about 20 minutes or so. And I'm just like slowly stirring it. It might take about 20 to 30 minutes to liquefy the soap. Okay, so it has finally liquefied. So it's now ready to transfer to the kitchen counter to start adding all the ingredients. Alright, so this process should be done quickly because I need to combine all the ingredients before the soap solidifies again. So I'm just gonna keep stirring it. I'll start off with 2 teaspoons of the sweet almond oil. The almond oil will make the soap to be feeling more luxurious, so it's nice to add some to it. Then 2 teaspoons of organic honey. Organic honey is great because you'll keep and lock in the moisture, so and your skin will feel very soft. Okay, now I'm gonna add the oats. The oatmeal is great to calm any irritating skin, but also to keep the skin very moisturized. I have here lavender fragrance. You can also use essential oil, and I'm gonna add about 15 to 20 drops or so. Give it a good mix. Have some coloring for the soap, and this is optional if you want to add that. Okay, I think this is all the coloring I want to add. It doesn't look very purple per video, but I just want to give a little bit of a purple tint to the soap. I will add the lavender flowers towards the end. The reason why I wanted to add the flowers towards the end is because towards the end, that's when the soap solidifies a little bit, and so the flowers can go a little bit further down the bottom. If it's too liquefied, what happens is that the flowers would actually float, as you see here. So I'm just gonna keep stirring as it cools down a little bit before I transfer to the molds. All right, so I'm gonna spray some alcohol onto the molds. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of the oats. So the oats will give a little more like a exfoliating effect. I have to keep stirring because otherwise it will clump really fast. But I'm trying to push the lavender flowers onto the bottom, so I don't have a lot on the top. So this container is too heavy for me to pour it. I'm gonna use this scooper or this big spoon to help me transfer the soap. After several hours, you can easily remove the soap from a mold. I actually let these overnight and now it's ready for me to take them out. Look how beautiful it's coming out. So some of these soaps, they have rough edges, so you can use a peeler to clean it up a little bit to make it look nicer. As you can see, they come out so nice and beautiful. One side has the oats and the other side has more of the lavender flowers. So now I'm gonna get them ready to be wrapped up. All right, so it's finally wrapped. And so I wrapped it in unbleached parchment paper and used some leftover twine, and it just makes a very rustic looking type of gift. And I also added, this is just silk flowers or plastic flowers. I could buy it from the dollar store, but I have extras from decorations I have had in the past. And so these makes really nice and beautiful gifts, very cost effective and also very personable. And it has a very nice touch and great smell. So if you love this video, don't forget to put the like button and also to subscribe. Until then, happy soap making!